All right, we got 22.2. Now, this is one of those workouts that could have lasting effects. So, my biggest advice would be to tread lightly. Think about the long term, think about what you want to accomplish overall in your general training, and then proceed accordingly. When it comes to modifications for injury, we are going to be overly concerned with the lower back. The potential for injury and irritation in the lower back is very high during this workout. There is a lot of flexion and extension, a lot of motion happening at the spine, and if you don't stay in control, it could come back to haunt you. Now, if you're already heading into this workout with your lower back bothering you, I ask you, is it worth it? If it is, then know that you probably will have to alter your training going forward in the next 3 or 4 weeks. Or are you willing to modify in order to stay safe? You're a grown-up and you're capable of making these decisions.
If you're looking to spare some of the tension that would be placed on your lower back, think about the natural range of motion that you possess. Can you easily bend over and touch your toes, or is that a problem for you? If it is, over the course of this many high rep deadlifts, you could lead to irritation in your lower back or down into the hamstrings. One of the modifications you might think of is to just raise up your barbell. You can put it on a set of 25s or maybe even a set of 45s in order to lessen the range of motion that you have to go through. You might also think about using a kettlebell instead of a barbell. This will allow you to get deeper into a squat position in order to save your back from having to bend over. Another consideration when you're doing this many deadlifts at a moderate load, this shouldn't be incredibly heavy for anybody if you're going to do 10 minutes of them, is the overextension of the lower back at the top of each rep. Make sure when you pick up that barbell that you squeeze the knees, squeeze the tush, and squeeze those abs in order to stand straight up, not falling back into this hyperextension of the lower back. Lastly, when it comes to the burpees, you might want to think about keeping a flat back as you push up to your knees instead of overextending at the low back and going through that up dog position. So it would look like this. Clearly, it would be a little bit slower, but if it saves your back, then it'll be worth it.